Get collected from the mothers by our volunteer drivers, and it gets brought in these big boxes here. And then we take them out of the boxes and we go through them, check the dates, check the names on the bottles, and then we try and get a rough estimate of how much is in each bottle so we can get an estimate of the size of the batch, and then we store them in the freezers here. When that obviously the information is then stored onto all of our spreadsheets, and then once it's allocated to a particular day of pasteurising, it will be taken out of these freezers and brought into the room next door to be defrosted, ready for the next day's pasteurising. As you can see, there's some milk here that's being defrosted, ready for pasteurisation tomorrow. So it's left here and then it's put into our fridges here. And then on the day of pasteurisation, as Stacey's doing, the milk is put into batches, and then poured into our jug through a sieve, and then we mix it all up and we pour the milk between the jugs to make sure that we get a good mix of all the fat and all the nutrients. So it, each bottle has got roughly the same amount in each one. The milk, once it's all been pulled together, is poured into these sterile bottles. These caps are put into the bin, and a new green cap is put onto the bottle, and is then labelled with a batch number and a bottle number. The bottle's then put into a crate and put into our pasteurisers here. These big pasteurisers hold 50 bottles in each, and the small one holds 25. So they go through a full pasteurisation process, which takes roughly about an hour and 15 minutes. Once it's finished, we take the bottles out, we put them into our trays here. They're kept in there until they get, we'll want them to be lower than 5 degrees within roughly about an hour, which they would be in this glass chiller. Then we would label each individual bottle with a batch number, expiry date and a bottle number and nutritional information. And then we freeze the bottles in these big freezers here. So that one's got the batch nutritional information and the bottle number, the batch number and the expiry date. And then once that milk is passed, so when we're pouring the milk into the jugs and we're putting it into the bottles, we take a sample. One sample gives us the nutritional content, one sample will check for bacteria, and then we keep a spare. The one that's checking for bacteria, if that passes and everything's okay with it, then the milk is then put into bags and then stored in the freezers in there, ready to go out to the hospitals. If the milk doesn't pass, then it would be discarded.